You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.
They took me away from my mom at 13, so that's I got connected with him at 15 through the county. The social worker found him, and I went to stay with him for like probably like 3-4 months, but it didn't work though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't work. His wife, like, it was just, I don't know if she seen that we were getting close, because his wife, which my little sister's mom, she just started like tripping on like little shit. You feel me? And then I ended up getting into it with him, like, bro, like, honestly, like that's why I told him, like, man, this, homie, I'm your son. Like,
Yeah.
you gonna like this is like over here. Oh, he do, like, I'm a kid that, oh, I might not even have been 15. I probably was 14. She like, oh, he eat too much, or he always doing this, or he like, man, like, you know what I'm saying, just looking for shit to nitpick at me. Like, she didn't want me there. You feel me? So I just like, fuck it. I left. I went back to placements and all that. Just kept on thugging and kept on like shit doing me.
Yeah. Why did you get taken from your mom?
Shit, man, I was acting up, and I was getting caught stealing. I was getting caught doing a whole bunch of shit. So when they went they went to check the house, and they were saying basically like, she's not putting enough time into me because she's always working. So they were like, you know what I'm saying, they wanted her to like, but that she had to pay the bill. So I can't be mad at her, man. Like, she had to do what she had to do to take care of me. And they were like, well, they wanted her to do like parenting and do all this for me to come back, because they came and got me out of class, like when the last time I had got caught stealing, you know what I'm saying. And then and they was like wondering like, what's up with, like, you know what I'm saying, I had talked to my counselor, and they're like, like, yo, he got caught stealing. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, and my counselor in school, and she was like, what happened? And I was like, man, I was stealing and this and that. And then so I guess she the one that called the child services, like, he's not being correctly watched and this and that. So they took me from my mom, and I guess at that point in time my mom was still young, so she was just like, I think that she thought like, kind of like, in a way, that the structure would help me more than just letting me do whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
Which that kind of like, I'ma just keep it all the way real. That shit just turned my savage up, because like, it's either you gonna be a shark or you gonna be a guppy in there, in these placements and these facilities and all of that shit. And I, like, I wasn't used to that shit, because my mom, she was like loving, and like, it wasn't no like, I was just like, oh, a bad kid out here. Like, I was bad, but she didn't know it. But I wasn't just like, she was like, at home, I was just like,
yeah. You adapt to your environment, but that don't mean you a bad person at the end of the day. Because your mom, she think you a sweet kid.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I understand completely, not for sure. So this time that you in like it's basically you in the foster care system now.
Hell yeah.
What was that like? I know that shit all over the place, but
man, that shit was foreign to me, really, because see, they came and got me at a school, and they're like, a social worker came, and she was like, yeah, come with me. And they called me to the principal office, and I'm like, the fuck? And she like, you're coming with me. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? And the principal's like, go on. She's like, I'm social worker. Woo, 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 woo. She took me down to the working building, and she was like, I'm finding you placement. And then she was like, when I get to a placement, they like, she like, you can't call your mom. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck going on? Like, she's like, we'll let you know, we'll inform your mom that we have you, and then, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And then I was like, damn, like, and then I'm in a place, I don't know none of these people. It's 12 kids in here. It's a group home. I don't know none of these people. I'm like, what the fuck? And man, that shit was like, I didn't have no clothes. I didn't have nothing. All I had was my backpack. And I'm like, bro, they just left me in there. And it's like, that shit was, man, I just thinking about that shit, it's a motherfucker, because then it's like, in there, it's like, you know what I'm saying, everybody's kind of like you in jail. You go to this, kind of like you go to jail, everybody looking at you at this point, like, you know what I'm saying, all I know is the hood, you feel me? I don't know, like, really no other gang. I know that I went to school with at Override, they had like some 60s and shit like that, you feel me? But I didn't know no other, all I knew was NHP at that point in time, you feel me? And I was just like, damn, and I'm meeting people from other gangs, and that's when they shit, man. They had like they had just way out ways to how they ran that shit. Like, they sized me up as soon as I got there. The staff was like, oh yeah, I'll never forget it. The staff was like, he the same height and weight as Prince. That's gonna be a good fight. Oh yeah, we gonna set that up. You know
that's
what
the staff said.
On everything. That's gonna be a good fight. I'll never forget that, bro. For sure.
Damn, now that's for sure. Crazy as hell. At what age did you get out of that?
I didn't get out of that till I emancipated. That was 18.
Got you.
That's when I got out of that shit, yup. And by that time, I was already on my way to prison.
At 18?
Yeah.